Riding the local bus in Johor Bahru is an experience that might be differ from other cities in Malaysia due to its location and population. Located in the south of the peninsula, Johor Bahru is the capital city of the southern states of Johor. The city is also a main gateway between Malaysia and neighbouring Singapore. With more than 1.7 million people living in Johor Bahru and neighbouring cities of Iskandar, Puteri and Pasir Gudang, Johor Bahru is the largest city outside Klang Valley where Kuala Lumpur is located. With the arrival of ETS to Johor Bahru since 12th of December 2025, the local bus services provide the last mile connection between JB Central, shopping malls, suburbs and district capitals of Kulai, Pontian and Kota Tinggi. What was the experience riding BAS.MY being bus in Johor Bahru? Let's take a bus to a place somewhere in Johor Bahru and understand of local bus system in the city and the differences with the bus system across the Strait of the Brow. The journey today started in JB Central Bus Terminal, located between the railway station and Sultan Iskandar building, the massive immigration and customs building. And a few years back, some express buses used JB Central as a terminal, but today all buses in JB Central are local buses. And there are a lot of people waiting for the bus in a Saturday morning. And you might ask, what did I do on the previous day? You might watch this video to find out more, because ETS has reached Johor Bahru on December 2025, completing the electrification project from Padang Besar in the north all the way to the south. BAS.MY Johor Bahru started its operation on 30th of September 2025, replacing previous My Bus branding. The buses are rebranded from the My Bus to BAS.MY to standardize the branding of the local buses in Malaysia's state capitals. The new things available are the labels, the brandings and several new added bus lines, mostly cosmetic. There are new buses and also old reskin buses. New skins, same My Bus bus. Unlike the other local buses in Malaysia, local buses in Johor Bahru operated by Causeway Link accepted Visa card since mid-2021 and MasterCard short after. Due to increasing number of bus lines terminating at JB Central, there is not enough platform for older buses. Therefore, 4 bus lines terminated at a bus bay outside the station. The information notice of these 4 bus lines are only available in Malay, no other languages, because the Singaporeans can use Google Translate to read the notice. Just take a photo and just read the translation in English. Let's start the journey on a rainy day to a neighbourhood far north of Johor Bahru city. The first bus journey for today is with bus route J11 from JB Central to Ion Bandar Dato' On. The distance is 28 kilometers. Bus J11 just arrived and dropped the passengers first, and then the bus was slammed closed afterwards, waiting for the next departure time. The frequency of the bus is every 30 minutes. At 8:13 am, after 15 minutes, the bus door opened and the waiting passengers could enter. The accepted mode of payment are in cash, credit and debit cards, Causeway Link's own prepaid card called Manja Link, and Causeway Link's app Lugo. In Lugo app, the monthly pass can be subscribed for RM30, while senior citizens and disabled can ride the bus for free by registering at the information counter at JB Central or in the Lugo app. Malaysians only. Bus J10 at the next platform, reversing from JB Central, heading towards Kota Tinggi, 44 kilometers to the northeast. And afterwards, bus J11 reversed from JB Central and started its journey to Bandar Dato' On. Lines of motorcycles park next to the bus terminal, as this parking is one of the closest parking with Sultan Iskandar building, the Immigration and Customs building. After turning right, the bus passed by the former location of Johor Bahru CIQ or Customs Immigration and Quarantine Complex. Passing by General Post Office and old building of Johor Bahru City Council. There are rows of pink buses turn right into Jalan Air Molek after Historic Court Complex. Former Johor Bahru Jail Complex is now turned to Arts and Culture Centre called Kota Jail. Better use of old buildings as an event space rather than being razed to build another shopping mall, I guess. The bus turned right into Jalan Lingkaran Dalam, the inner ring road circling the centre of Johor Bahru. If you can see the yellowish built building on the horizon, this is the maintenance building for the upcoming Rapid Transit Service or RTAS between Bukit Chaga in Johor Bahru and Woodlands North in northern Singapore. Afterward, the bus turned left into Tebrau Highway, the main road to Kota Tinggi. Heavy rain in the morning caused the traffic to be slower than usual. As there is no bus lane, bus shared the lane with all other vehicles on the road. Hey, this is Singaporean registered car, which is common on the weekends, easy to find when Singaporeans cross the border into Malaysia, because the price of food and items in Malaysian side is generally cheaper, including the non-subsidized petrol. There are lots of traffic lights in Tebrau Highway, which makes the traffic unpredictable. Passing by Kampung Melayu Majidi. Arriving at Pandan Interchange. Pandan Interchange is the southernmost interchange in North-South Expressway, or better known as PLUS, the expressway that runs across the western coast of Peninsula from Bukit Kayu Hitam near the Thai border to here. Until the completion of Eastern Dispersal Link or EDL on the 1st of April 2012, Pandan Interchange was called as Johor Bahru Interchange, and all traffic heading towards the city centre or to Singapore need to use frequently jammed Tebrau Highway. After Yo's factory, the bus turned left into Jalan Gangga Tebrau. The landscape changed from high rises and shop lots into industrial areas and villages. Bandar Dato' On should be to the right, but the bus continued forward to Gangga Tebrau. By looking at the bus route, J11 bus will make a loop first inside Tebrau industrial area before heading towards Taman Daya and then go to Bandar Dato' On. Yeah, well, this is an industrial area, not really a place where tourists will visit. Nothing interesting here, rows of factories and parked vehicles, nothing interesting except the Causeway Link bus depot and Bika Snack Factory next door. A popular snack brand that the peddlers often sold the snack outside the school gates long time ago. The bus was heading back to Gangga Tebrau and entered Taman Daya this time. Okay, back to the bus. Before Causeway Link buses took over the local bus operation in Johor Bahru, there were former private bus companies ran the local bus services. The former companies such as South Johor, Elect, T Hakim and Maju once plied around Johor Bahru. There are also cross-street buses such as Green Bus and Singapore Johor Express or SJE, but we will talk about these buses later on. The main bus terminal was located in front of old Johor Bahru railway station before being moved to Jalan Terus nearby and later moved further north to Laken in 1996. Today, the former site of the bus terminal was redeveloped while the railway operation moved to JB Central next door since 2010. As in the case of Malacca, where increasing number of private vehicle ownership such as car and motorcycles cause increasing traffic and congestion, and also because of the aging bus, decreasing number of passengers in Johor Bahru also caused the demise of private bus companies because increasing cost and lower ridership. The current local bus services nationwide in Malaysia, including in Malacca, are subsidized by the government to keep the operation running for the sake of low-income people. To know more about these pink buses in Malacca, is the rail and bus travel to the historic Malacca city possible? You may watch this video with the link up here. In 2010, struggling private bus companies were taken over by Bus Iskandar Malaysia, operated within Iskandar Malaysia Economic Region. Most of the Iskandar Malaysia buses was rebranded into My Bus on 25th of April 2022, while selected bus lines were taken over by PAJ or Pengangkutan Awam Johor and rebranded as BAS.MY Johor. Launched in the year 2016, BAS.MY Johor previously only serving Malaysians that can ride the bus for free. And since 2024, foreigners could ride BAS.MY Johor with the purchase of 2-week tourist pass worth RM20. Okay, back to J11 bus. The bus turned left into the housing areas of Taman Daya. It is kind of interesting that the cross-city bus line is passing through local neighbourhoods. And back to the main road. The bus passing through Taman Setia Indah, and later bus passing through Taman Sri Austin. And finally, welcome sign to Bandar Dato' On means that the bus is reaching its end of the line. Arriving at Ion Bandar Dato' On at 9:25 am with a travel duration of 1 hour and 13 minutes to cover 28 kilometers. By comparison, driving from JB Central to Ion Bandar Dato' On is only 23 minutes on a clear morning traffic. Bus took longer time than cars due to absence of bus lane, detour to small roads, and routes in housing area where the speed limit is only 35 km per hour. Let's take the same J11 bus line back to JB Central. And the bus turned right to Tebrau Industrial area again instead of to the left. More people are riding the bus this time, including Coswailing bus drivers. These yellow Coswailing buses are likely to be used for cross-border bus lines between Malaysia and Singapore. Other than Coswailing, Singaporean bus operators such as Singapore Johor Express or SJE, SBS Transit and SMRT buses also run the cross-border bus lines as well. I talked about cross-border bus operation between JB and Singapore in the previous video, where before the year 2004, only Singaporean local buses such as SBS Transit and Singapore Johor Express crossed the border regularly, and the one-sided operation caused a rumour in Berita Harian Malaysia and Berita Harian Singapura. Quote from the official sources that say that Singaporean buses could only travel until the middle of the causeway and forced to make a U-turn. Proposal: how the buses can make a U-turn in the middle of the congested causeway is not a Malaysian problem. Quote, unquote. To understand more about the bus operation, cross-border bus, the link to watch this video is up here. And for sure, bus cannot make a U-turn on this two-lane road. But nevertheless, bus need to make a U-turn in middle of Tebrau Highway, as the end of Jalan Kangkar Tebrau only allows left turn, cannot go right back to JB Central. Passing by Pandan Uptown and newly renovated Medan Niaga Kampung Melayu Majidi, a local hawker centre. Traffic slowly builds up in the afternoon. More people are waking up, more cars on the road. Traffic on weekends are generally less torturous than the weekdays. Arriving at Jalan Lingkaran Dalam, then Jalan Air Molek to return to JB Central. Arriving at JB Central, but there is no time to waste because there is another bus line I need to take to ride to go to Mid Valley South Key. The next bus line is a short bus line but often full in the weekends as Singaporeans are going to shop. The second bus line, J15, run between JB Central and Mid Valley South Key via Tebrau Highway. Unlike the previous buses, the J11 bus, the bus is electric this time and there are more people on board the bus this time, more than the passengers in the previous bus. Because on the weekends, Singaporeans cross the border to JB, to Johor Bahru to shop and eat as the price of food and goods are cheaper on the Malaysian side. But you might ask, why take the bus, not the car? Because only a third of Singaporeans on the cars, and meanwhile the rest, the two-thirds, rely on public transit to go around. Singaporeans could take the bus to shopping malls around Johor Bahru such as KSL City Mall, IKEA and Aeon Tebrau at Jalan Kota Tinggi, Sutra Mall, Paradigm Mall and Aeon Bukit Indah. If Hari Raya is approaching, Plaza Angsana is the place to go. The bus departed at 12:20 PM, about 3 minutes after I disembarked from J11 bus from Bandar Dato' on. As usual, the bus used the same road as J11, Jalan Air Molek, passing in front of the former jail, Jalan Lingkaran Dalam and Tebrau Highway. But the only difference this time is that the bus turned right at Jalan Bakar Batu. Arriving at the back side of Mid Valley South Key at 12:46 PM, a 26-minute bus ride from JB Central. On the way back to JB Central after shopping, let us look at good and the bad about BAS.MY Johor Bahru. Okay, let's start with the good things about BAS.MY Johor Bahru compared with the previous My Bus. Good things number 1, open payment system makes variety of modes of payment possible. Cash, cashless, okay. Passengers can pay with cash, credit and debit card, BAS.MY concession card, Manja Link card or Lugo app. Choose whatever way you like. Open payment system also allows Singaporeans to pay with card with ease as Singapore's public transport is fully cashless and practice open payment system as well. Number 2, a clear route map where the bus will be going. With a map of bus network, bus routes are easier to read and navigate. Compared with the previous schemes, lack of information caused people not knowing that there are bus services nearby. And third, did you know that Johor Bahru has the highest bus ridership in Malaysia outside Klang Valley? According to Land Public Transport Agency or APAD, as on September 2025, Johor Bahru recorded about 30,935 average daily passengers on the bus in the year 2025 between January and September on BAS.MY services, not including other services. Only for BAS.MY services, the pink buses, not including other buses such as Maju in Pasir Gudang and cross-border buses, which is obviously has higher number. As a comparison, BAS.MY's Remban recorded 3,595 average daily passengers in the year 2025 as on September 2025. 3,595 daily passengers with connection to commuter stations such as Seremban, Nilai and Rembau. They are rail connections. Johor Bahru achieved the tenfold number of the average daily bus passengers without any connection to any rail transit network. Of course, there are railway stations in JB Central, but JB Central serve intercity services, ETS and shuttle terminal that has no direct connection to Singapore's MRT network. And how JB achieve high daily average number of passengers every day? Because it's simple. On weekdays, Malaysians commute by bus to JB Central to work in Singapore. On weekends, Singaporeans enter Malaysia and go to shopping malls by bus. Okay, let's turn the table. We talk about the not good things. Number 1, the speed of the bus. The only bus lane I saw throughout the journey is near JB Central at Jalan Jim Kee. Even with the bus lane car park, rows of cars parked on the bus lane to save RM30 daily parking fee in parking area. As a result, bus need to wrestle the space on the road with other vehicles. There is no bus lane in the other road in other places cause the bus to share the road with other vehicles and often cause delays. As a comparison, Singapore has a wide coverage of bus lanes throughout the island, operating since 1974. Issue number 2, the frequency. The frequency of the bus is every 30 minutes on peak hours. The bus serving the malls could operate as frequent as every 15 minutes, such as J15 to Mid Valley South Quay. But yet again, the bus stuck in traffic caused the delays and uncertainty of bus arrivals. Number 3, the routing. Taking J11 bus route as an example, the route designed as a catch them mall instead of serving either as a main line or as a feeder line. Local buses in Malaysia, including Johor Bahru, serve highways, malls, small roads and neighbourhood within a single route. There is no kind of hierarchy as in Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, where the main bus lines serve as a cross-city line, while feeder buses serve as a last-mile connector between a rail station and the passenger last destination. The catch them all, like Pokemon bus route, happens due to absence of any rail transit in Johor Bahru. Number 4, the interchangeability with the rail system. After ETS reach Johor Bahru, there will be commuter services between JB Central and Kulai and another passenger line between Kempas Baru and Pasir Gudang. However, there is no interchangeability with rail and bus except at JB Central and Kulai. Buses has long been marginalized in favor of a new type of public transportation that can carry more people but efficient in cost for suburban area. In addition to upcoming RTS that will bring more people and traffic in current situation, Johor Bahru desperately need a transit system that has more capacity and frequency than bus. There are various proposals to introduce new type of public transportation in Johor Bahru to entice people to leave their cars, such as monorail, proposal of maglev train and even LRT. However, the strongest candidate for the new type of public transportation in Johor Bahru in the whole Iskandar Malaysia region is Automated Rapid Transit or ART. Officially named as Iskandar Rapid Transit or IRT, ART is practically a bus on a road with guided line as its track. The original ART project was repurposed as elevated ART or EART, as on-ground ART lane is not suitable in the heavy traffic of Johor Bahru. Also, think of cars and motorcycle who forget the existence of ART lane, as often happen on the already existing bus lane at Jalan Cimkui. If you have eyes to see the road and you have eyes to see your beautiful and shining car, you definitely can see the bus only or bus sahaja sign, or at least the big red circle with white in the middle. Do not enter. And do not just point fingers on Singaporean cars only. Local cars do the same. Park on the bus lane near JB Central, not just S. As in 2026, due to technical and financial challenges, the progress of EART project is still slow. And there you have it, the experience of riding the bus around Johor Bahru. Not as smooth as in Singapore, but there are rooms for improvement. Open payment system make the bus ride more welcoming than Rapid KL, and eligible Malaysian can ride the pink bus for free. Johorians and Singaporeans, when was the last time you rode the bus in JB? You may comment down below. If you want to ride BAS.MY in Johor Bahru, the main bus terminal is at JB Central in the heart of Johor Bahru. The bus terminal located downstairs of JB Central Main Hall and next to Sultan Iskandar building, the CIQ complex. The fare from JB Central to Bandar Dato' on with route J11 is RM3.90. The fare from JB Central to Mid Valley South Quay with bus route J15 is RM1.70. Most of the pink buses are disabled friendly, but disability access is often not available at most of the bus stops outside JB Central. Reference list in the form of articles is in the description for your further reference. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new about BAS.MY in Johor Bahru and how the pink buses reach the second highest average daily passenger number in the whole Malaysia. Thank you so much for watching again, and see you in the next video.